Alright, hopefully I don't get scared by watching these. So today we're reacting to scary animated stories. And I have a face cam, but I prefer not to put it on because I don't want to show my ugly face. I have a face cam now though. Alright, so this one is by GRD Animations presents 3 Target Horror Stories animation. Yeah. Pause real quick. Make sure this thing ain't lagging. Alright, we good. Alright, let's continue.
The story happened to me and my friend. Her name was Jenny. We were in our mid-30s and we're both still single. We're roommates and we both have a really good time. We went to the same college together and have been best friends ever since we met. We have good paying jobs and live actually pretty exciting lives. We actually live in Philadelphia and absolutely love it here. So, me and Jenny have saved up a lot of money over our lives because we don't have any kids and we also didn't have boyfriends at the time. Before you even think it, no, we're not together. We're just very close friends who live our lives the way we want and not the way society tells us. But
Good for you.
We love shopping. We work hard so we can buy nice stuff whenever we want. That's kind of how it goes, right? We would always go on Saturday night. It's our secret shopping night. But after the virus, we were pretty much reluctant to go out. We've been working from home and we do everything we can to stay safe and stay indoors. As you might imagine, it has been extremely difficult. We live in a 2-bedroom apartment in downtown Philadelphia. Our jobs went remote and we felt guilty every time we left the house. It's been a rough little while. We got really excited when things started opening back up. We hoped and prayed that life would continue as normal.
Yeah.
We were both stuck in this tiny apartment and couldn't do anything other than watch TV or read the whole time. It was honestly kind of miserable. But when we officially got out of lockdown, we gave it a few weeks before we went anywhere still. We may have been bored to death, but we also didn't actually want to get sick. There wasn't a massive spike in cases or anything like that, so we figured that it would be okay to go out as long as we wore a mask. We went to all the stores we used to go to. We bought some clothes, perfume, shoes, and other girly things like that. It was honestly super fun. There was nothing like being able to go out and live again. Have a good time. Sure, we were a little
I feel you on that.
getting sick, but we thought it would be fine as long as we wore our masks. And once, to this day, neither of us actually got it. But for me and Jenny, the good times left just as quickly as they had come. We were in Target. We were checking out some of the men's sports gear. Jenny's brother had been trying to impress a girl at the gym he goes to, and we were trying to help him out. It was going to be a little something for his birthday. Me and actually tried flirting with him.
You say, nah, I don't want your punk ass.
Here I was standing with my friend looking at clothes, and this guy just invites himself into our little thing right here. It just rubbed me the wrong way. This wouldn't be the only thing that would rub me the wrong way. He kept asking me questions about where I work and stuff like that.
Why'd you get on the nervous type thing? Like, I mean, it's asking. I mean, he's like, I know he's like probably gonna be the enemy at the end, but at least give him a chance. Like, nowadays with girls, they just think us guys are this weird and have no attention with us either way. I mean, she's right because I would have been precautious too. So I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, girl, where you live at? I'm like, cause I don't blame her, cause that position could be scary.
He was trying to act like some sort of cool guy. And
That could be scary.
It was weird because he had to have been in his mid-20s. I don't mean to insult myself, but I definitely look my age. I had at least a decade on him, and it was obvious when he looked at us. Finally, he asked me for my number, and I said I didn't have one.
That's a cat.
Really irritated.
Wow, he just. Damn. Let's tell. She said, I don't have one. I mean, if you're gonna lie about your phone number, at least lie about where you live too. Unless you didn't wait. Unless you didn't tell me where you live. I don't know. Like, I mean, she's doing the right thing, so I can't blame her right now. I can't blame her.
He gave me a mean look, and then he said that he saw me using my phone earlier. And this is where things got out of control. He reached into my pocket and pulled my phone out. He started yelling and asking me, "What is this?" I told him to give me my phone back or I was going to call the police. He was obviously mentally ill or something.
He's wilding out
He
now.
finally threw my phone onto the floor and I picked it up.
He's wilding now.
He was really angry and I had half a mind to just kick him in the groin. But I didn't want to have to fight him if I didn't have to. After all, he probably could have really hurt me if he wanted to. I did my best to be calm, and so did Jenny. He walked away and we thought that was that.
He's about to rob your
We
joint.
continued browsing through
He
some
said,
of the
"This
stuff
is
on
the
rack,
last you
looking
see
for
of me,
something that
bitch."
Jenny's brother would like. I found a really nice pair of sweatpants that I thought would make him look really good when Jenny touched me on the shoulder. She told me to look over there. She motioned her hand in the direction, and I looked over, and it was the same creepy guy staring at us from the other side of the store. His hand was in his pants, and it just looked like the freakiest thing ever. But the way he was standing,
Man got the gun, though.
it wasn't obvious that his hand was in his pants, if that makes sense.
It was
His
in-
arm was on the outside of the jacket, and you could only see where his arm was going if you saw the front of
shit.
him. And we were the only people that could see him.
I mean, about to zip his pants and show his dick. I mean, that's what I'm predicting. I don't know.
What he was doing down
All I
there,
see, all I
but it
say, if I
wasn't
see any
anything
dicks,
that I'd
I'm
ever
turning
seen
away.
before. By the way, his arm
But
and body was moving. And
I will
it
exit
looked more
this.
like he was squeezing one of those stress balls than anything else. I know that might sound funny, but when you and your best friend are both women and standing there watching this, it honestly can really freak you out.
My man
I looked
pulls
over
out a
at
dick
Jenny
or
and
something.
She
I
was
swear
so
to God.
scared that she was crying. That was when I finally had enough sense to speak to one of the managers. I called over for one of the employees and told them what the guy was doing. Of course, when I did, he stopped what he was doing and left the store. I went against my better judgment
That
and
man
didn't
said,
call
"Oh
the
nah,
police
you
at
a
that point.
snitch. You a
Again,
goner."
not a very good idea and something I really regret. I've learned my lesson though, and I won't make that mistake again. We gave it another 45 minutes or an hour before we ended up leaving Target. We decided to just kill some time and keep looking for more stuff to get. We finally shut off the bad mood that we were in and got ready to check out.
My man
The
finna
guy
rob
that
him or
was with me
something.
told us he was really sorry about that and that he would walk us to our car if we wanted. We really appreciate that and took him up on his offer. There was a decently sized parking lot that we shared between a couple of stores on the road. When me and Jenny stepped out of the Target, we immediately noticed that the guy was still out there. He started walking in our direction.
Okay, this man is a simp, 100%. He's just so thirsty for them. Really is thirsty. I mean, just don't leave them alone at all. He just keeps coming back, like he just knows he wants them. He keeps trying, but it's not working. Is my man good?
We left the store. He was probably standing there since the time that he had left the store earlier. Thankfully, he darted off when he saw the Target employee with us. He was a bigger guy and looked like he worked out a lot. He told us that he would call the cops and let them know about this guy after we left. We thanked him a ton. I even handed him a $50 tip for being just such a good guy about the whole situation.
Ooh.
After all, he didn't get paid to watch out for our safety, and I really appreciated that. Jenny and I drove home and got there safely, and that was the end of our story with that creepy guy. I'm really appreciative of that Target employee and other people like him. Sometimes the only thing standing between you and a predator is a selfless stranger looking out for your safety.
That dude was
If you wear
so
glasses or
thirsty just to
contacts,
get her.
you must see this. An award-winning doctor reveals an astonishing, natural way to
That man was thirsty for them. I never saw. He's such a thirsty predator. Probably the most thirstiest predators I've ever seen. I mean, there's a lot of thirsty predators out there, but this man just wanted them. I mean, actually just
This happened
waited.
a long time ago. I must have been in middle school. I don't remember exactly what grade, but around that age. I was actually a soccer player, and I was your typical middle school age boy at that point in my life. Honestly, I was normal in just about every way you can imagine. I texted girls, played video games, and hung out with my friends. Pretty much my life for that time.
Can't remember.
Well, there was this one time when my mom brought me to the store. Every once in a while, she would drag me along because she needed the company. You know how parents can be. So we ended up at a strip mall with the most boring stores, as
Wait,
you
what?
can imagine.
The what mall?
So we ended up at a strip mall with the most boring stores, as you can
Did
imagine.
you say the strip mall?
The
The
kind of
strip mall.
places that only a mom would want to spend money. Obviously, I was bored out of my mind. My mom tried to make small talk as we looked through random wall decor, but she could tell that I was really bored. She got kind of frustrated. My mom can be moody like that. I eventually just asked her if I could go explore some of the other stores. She said yes, but that I couldn't spend any of her money. And she knew that I didn't have any of my own, so I
Okay,
was just
then.
off to kill some time.
Why let
strip
him
mall
explore the
had six or-
why let him explore the store if he doesn't have any money and you're not giving her any I can speak. If you're not giving him any money or he doesn't even have money on him, it's no point for him to go in the store then. I mean, he's gonna be walking in and he's like, they'd be looking around and say, hey, looking for something? And he'd be like, nah. You got nice stuff here. I bet you'd be like that.
Stores and none of them appealed to me, but I was determined to kill that time. I was already annoyed that I had to get dragged out on a Saturday. I thought to myself that the best thing I could do was walk around. I actually had one of those step counters way back then, which I thought was the coolest thing in the world, and my goal was to get that as high as I possibly could. There was a Target nearby, and it was bigger than the other stores, so I figured that there would be more space to walk around.
Step counter,
With
okay.
that, I was off. I went into the Target and didn't even make an attempt to pretend to look at stuff. I just walked up and down the aisles like a maniac. Thinking back, it must have been a pretty
Like a
funny
maniac.
sight. When you have someone in the store that is obviously just trying to get their step counter up, it becomes really obvious that they are not shopping. I must have been doing this for about 10 or 15 minutes when an older guy came next to me. He started walking beside me. He told me his name was Larry, and Larry said that he wanted to walk with me.
Larry.
Now, being a naive kid, I didn't think anything of it and said that I would love to have the company. And that was when I started complaining about my mom. Larry began asking a series of questions that should have really raised some serious alarm bells in my head. He asked where exactly she was, how long she would be gone, and things like that. I told him I would probably have to wait for her for another hour or two before she was done shopping. And that was when he offered to take me back to his place. He said that he had an Xbox and
Okay, first of all, man, you better say no. You better say no, my dude. You better kick that dude in the garage and dip. Call for help. I don't know. What the little white boys would do nowadays. I don't know what would he even do. It was a black kid, 100%. This dude would have went down for the count. They would have kicked him in the nuts and be, leave me alone. Kick him his shit and then he just fucking dip. Like this dude is like dude, why people have to be on people like little kids like these? Like just leave them alone. Like, come on, you know you're gonna get in big trouble. You have to do anything bad with them, so just leave them alone. Like what this man do all day? Masturbates and wait? Does he masturbate in front of the kids all day? Like, he'd be the type of motherfucker to do that. And look, he got a bald head too. Don't trust the bald people. No, I'm playing. Alright, I'm gonna resume it though. But this kid has a lot of options. If he says yes, oh my god, he better not say yes. Because yes is never the reason to say. Because that could put your life in danger. You say yes. Let's just see how this goes. What this white boy will say. I highly doubt he'll say no. I highly doubt he is gonna say no, but let's see. Let's see.
he only lived 2 minutes away. When he asked me that, I stopped walking. Part of me almost said yes. But then I remembered my parents telling me all about the creepy old men who try to kidnap kids. Stranger danger. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. and I told him that I wanted to go back and see my mom. He started getting really persistent about taking me for ice cream and then back to his place. I told him I didn't want any ice cream and that my mom was looking for me. That was when he offered me $100 to go with him.
Really?
I just told him no. and
This
started
man
to
is
walk
not
away.
really going. This man really
He
trying.
followed me outside. He watched me run back into the store that I had last seen my mom. The creepiest look, too. This guy was truly a freak. I got inside the store and ran over to my mom. I started telling her about the creepy man, and she became really concerned. She asked me where he was, and then I told her that he was probably still in the parking lot of Target. We looked outside of the glass windows, and he was looking in. When he saw us look at him, he walked off briskly. My mom went outside to try to get a good look at him and get a license plate, but by that point, he was already gone.
This man
We
really
ended up
trying.
calling the police and filing a report with them. I couldn't tell them very much, though. I wasn't, and I'm still not, a very observant person. The only thing I could remember about him was that he had a collared shirt on and he had no hair, that his name was supposedly Larry. But that was it. I asked my mom about the case years later. I guess she kept up with it to see if they ever got him. Of course, they didn't. It really scares me.
Of course, why would they? They always never catch the. They never ever catch them, bro. What's the point of ever seeing them ever getting catch? They find them and say, nope, no evidence behind. We can't find him. There's always a part they can't find their asses. What the fuck? There's like 0.5%. Some of them can find them, and 0.5% they can't. Like, come on now. It's like these motherfuckers know what direction to go. The police are going. They're like, hey, yo, he's going that way, and they'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go this way. You know, like, these motherfuckers know. That they're crazy predictions, though. Insane. Hey,
Dr. Child is
I'm not assuming. I just know.
It really freaks me out and kind of makes me not want to go out in public very much. But anyway, that was how I was almost abducted in Target when I was in middle school. Thank God every day that I would go with him, because I would probably be dead.
Or worse, raped.
I'm Craig Morgan. Have you ever seen a plumber?
No,
ice surfing?
that is say worse. I meant
Monday,
rape
we're going
too.
to Van-
I didn't meant to say worse. It could have been rape
Hands
too.
down the scariest experience of my life.
Which that would have been worse, but that
I
would
was
have
out
been bad.
driving with two of my best friends. It was one of those wonderful summer nights where we just wanted to have some fun. We had just gotten out of the movie theater and wanted to enjoy a drive around our area. We live in a very rural area, and sometimes it's nice to just drive around and see what's here. Well, it's pretty dark and everything, but we were having a good time anyway. It had to have been about 9 o'clock at night. We were blasting music and laughing and everything, but there was a car that started following us. They weren't tailgating
You're like,
us
hey
or
yo, someone
anything.
behind your
They just
trunk.
followed us for a really long time.
Imagine that.
One of my best friends pointed out to me, and I hadn't even noticed it. I asked her how long it was behind us, and she said at least
Thirsty
10
simp
minutes.
alert.
I wasn't exactly sure what to do. We were pretty far out in the middle of nowhere. I remember learning about this little trick a couple of years ago.
Thirsty.
If you think someone is following you, you can take it 4 turns in the same direction, and if they're still behind you, they're definitely following you. There
Hmm.
weren't very many turns out there, but every single turn I took, there was this car. By the time I made my 3rd turn, I started getting really uneasy. I thought that we may have been in real danger, and the mood died from there. We turned the music off, and instead of laughing, we were sitting there in dead silence. We all started freaking out a little bit more when I made that 4th turn. He was still behind us. Like I said, he wasn't tailgating us or anything. It wasn't even very close, but he was close enough to keep an eye on us. I tried getting my friends to
Listen,
call
man, the
the
damn
but we
police.
were out of range of any cell phone service.
Ain't no damn
I was
why I
completely
want to
at a
be
loss
police
for
or
what to do
something.
there.
You might be like,
I was scared
license
out of
and
my mind.
registration, Ted
My
ass.
friend came up with the best idea. We could just go to the nearest store or whatever, and hopefully the people there would help us if the person kept following us. Well,
We'll do that
none of
then.
us knew where any stores
Don't drive
were
home now.
nearby.
They'll just know where
Closest
you're
one I
at.
could think of was a Target near town.
Just make yourself
but
easy
that
as
had to have
target.
been at least 30 minutes away. We couldn't think of anything else to do, though. So
I swear to
that was
God, they
the
drive
plan.
home.
Drive to Target. There was no way on
Good.
earth I could ever describe to you the situation.
Good. Drive to
It was the
Target.
most horrifying thing in
Drive
my
to the
life.
store, yeah. That's smart.
Not only because
Let them know that,
I
hey, yo,
thought I
yo,
was
this
going to
man
die,
following
but
us, huh?
because I had no idea what to do when it went on for so long. 30 minutes is a lifetime when you think that a potential murderer is right behind you. I sincerely hope you never have to experience it. You get more tense and anxious with every passing moment. It may have felt that it had taken a lifetime, but eventually we got there. Target was pretty crowded too, which we were thankful for. And this was our plan. I was going to park my car right in front of Target, and we were all going to run out and run into the store. We just hoped that someone would help us by that point. Or better yet, this guy would leave and not want to make a big scene. I don't know why we didn't think to call the police. By the way, we definitely would have had service, but the whole situation was a way of stopping me from thinking clearly. I parked my car right in front of the Target, and we all ran in just like we were planning to do. We asked for our manager when we came across the first
Is that the
employee
same
we saw.
man? Is
I
that
told him that we were being chased.
That's the same dude.
When the manager got there, he believed us and brought us to the employee section of the store. He called the police for us and helped us out. Thankfully, the guy from the car didn't come in. At least,
I mean, why
we
would
didn't
he?
think did.
Be got kind of be
We
stupid
don't
to
really
walk and be
know
like,
what he would
yo,
look
yo,
like.
I've been following these girls
By
all
that
day.
point, none of us were watching the car.
I mean, like he would ever say that. I mean, that's just a high
When the cops
speculation.
got there, it was really late. It took them almost 20 entire minutes to get there, which I thought was a little slow. And then when they did show up, they treated us like we were crazy. One of the cops thought that we were just making the whole situation up for attention. It really made my friend angry, and I had to stop him from getting up in his face. The manager was really understanding. He let us have drinks from the
Attention,
vending
really.
machine and asked if we wanted to ride home.
Imagine though,
I thanked
calling
him
the
and
cars up to
told
say,
him
am I
that was
pretty?
going to drive my friends back home.
It is.
I don't know who was in the car, and I don't know why they were following us. I just know that I never want to be in a situation like that ever again, and I hope you never have to understand how terrifying it can be.
Eh. I expected scarier, but that wasn't as scary as I expected. That wasn't scary. What is this right here? I gotta see this. 3 disturbing Airbnb. Disturbing Airbnb horror stories animated. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's watch it.
After graduating high school, my sister and I decided to go on a trip to the countryside. We decided to book a B&B for a more comfortable stay. Even though Riley was only some months older than me, she never failed to make this impression that I am the younger one, hence I must listen to her. Her controlling nature did irritate me at times, but she cared a lot for me, so I never argued with her on this matter. We chose a small cabin located in the woods. The main reason to select that place is that we were right next to a beautiful waterfall. We thought it'd be an ideal setup for our vacation. During the day, we hiked to the waterfall and enjoy a stay in nature at the same time. Driving amongst the vast cornfields while relishing the sweet chirps of birds in the wilderness calmed my mind. I rolled down the car window and let the cool breeze.
Hey, hold on, I'm gonna do something. I actually wanna. Come here, you. Come here. Oh. He's got shit. Yo, he's got shit you'd ever seen before. What is our chances? 0. Fuck it. Okay. Right on. We're gonna do the Kim. But Kim. Okay. Okay. I think it's better. Yeah. That's 100% better. We could continue watching our little story. I just don't wanna, you know. Damn, what the hell? You must know the way. What? How do you even spell that shit? So let's continue watching, I guess. I think my face cam is still on when I'm watching. Yeah, my face cam is still on. Alright, let me just make this adjustments real quick. Adjustments. Alright. Let me do this the easy way. Audio input. Let's put this to... I'm using the mic to actually speak now. Okay. And then my mic here cut. Wait, I realized something. And I put the mic in and actually stopped with the mic off right here. Oh, that's crazy. Does that mean I can speak in Discord too? Let's see. I just want to see. So real quick summary. Crazy. Let's see. I just want to start it up. So it's chilling. Alright, so let's see. Am I even speaking? Not even. Maybe my mic is not even in. Mic in, mic out. It's not even let me speak. I have a solution. He's got shit that you never seen before. Dun 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 ba da ba da ba da ba 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 da da ba da ba da ba da 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 ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da 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 da. Who needs that? You got shit that you never seen before. So still wash this thing right here. Still wash.
Please play with our hair. Riley turned on the music and started to chat. We were talking and laughing. In a few words, we were having a good time. After driving for 2.5 hours, we got onto a dusty road surrounded by a dense
I
forest.
just show my thigh.
The shade provided by the bushy big trees created a mysterious ambiance. Riley lowered down the volume and said, "Can you hear that?" I asked. "Hear what?" "The sound of water falling from a cliff. We are almost there." I accelerated, seeing a crossroads. According to the GPS, our destination was on the right. Riley was right. The B&B is probably 15 to 20 minutes from here. When we finally arrived, the cabin looked exactly like it appeared on the website. Tall pine trees were guarding it. A hiking trail went into the woods from its left. We got out of the car and gave the owner a call. The owner told us that we will be on our own here and the key is under the mat.
Okay, I have a lot to say about this, but I think I'm gonna cut the stream out because I'm a pussy and I can't continue watching shit like this. So, you know, but that's alright because I don't know what to say. Crazy story, right? There's a lot to say about this story, but it's a lot to say, but at the same time, not a lot. So I'm gonna take away my face cam because I'm not gonna be using that anymore. So bye, face cam. Titans, go, bitch. I wanna go. Alright, I took off the camera. Hi, Squidward. I'm talking about the street normals anyways. Oh, I just realized I'm actually on my Discord shit, bro. It's got shit that you never seen before. Well, hello, and a goodbye. I'm in the stream here. Why not?